One of the planning mistakes I see a lot of pre-retirees or retirees making is around Social Security. A lot of people like to look at Social Security break-even ages. So how long do you have to live to break even and have it be profitable to delay taking Social Security? A lot of people just look at that nominal number. Hey, if I take it at 62 versus say 70, what age do I need to live to for it to be better to have delayed it? And unfortunately, these break-even tables are an oversimplified version that I think will give you the wrong answer on whether to delay or take it early or take it full retirement age. Now, my name is Scott Caulfield. I'm a CPA and a CFA charter holder, and I'm the founder of Sophos Wealth Management. So what I want to start with, I'll show you the Social Security break-even age that a lot of people use. So this table will provide, what it shows is if you retire at, let's say, 62, so that's the left side as you retire at this age. What age do you need to live to for it to be better to delay Social Security? So if you look at the top axis, if I take at 63 instead of 62, you need to live to 77 to hit that break even. If I take at 70 rather than 62, you need to live to 80 for that Social Security break even. If we pick another point, let's say we're comparing 65 to 69, we need to live to 80 again. And with this simplistic analysis, most people would just say, well, do I think if I'm this age, do I think I'll live longer than that and I'll get more money by delaying? And if that's all you looked at and you compared that to, say, actuarial life expectancies, these come from the Social Security Administration, you would say, hey, look, on average, people do live longer than those break-even ages. So you'll, on average, get more money from delaying Social Security. But here's a big thing. Why is that a mistake? Well, for the vast majority of people, there is an opportunity cost to taking your Social Security, to delaying your Social Security. What I mean is, if you're going to delay your Social Security, but you're retired, you're going to need to fund that retirement from somewhere else. That means giving up investment growth, typically. And here's a great chart. This comes from JP Morgan Asset Management, and it kind of gives you an idea of when to claim, whether to claim early or delay, based on your expected investment return. Again, this takes into account the opportunity cost of giving up those investments early on. And what you'll find is if your investment return is high enough, say 9, 10%, you are never better off delaying Social Security. Now, if your investment return's pretty low, 2, 3, 4%, you're going to see that, especially with a long expected longevity into your mid 80s, 90s, 100, then you are better off delaying. I think this chart just does a better job taking into account the opportunity cost and the complexity of this decision. The right answer for you is it's always going to be so much more complicated, and it's going to depend so much more on your genetics, your particular health status. If you have any health issues, you might want to be on the earlier side or don't have a history of long longevity. There's lots of people whose whole family lives into their hundreds. All of a sudden you might consider delaying to be more advantageous, and especially depending on your expected future investment returns. Just one more way of looking at this too. You can kind of look at what is the internal rate of return on a Social Security delay. And this comes from Michael Kitces and Nerd's Eye View, and it basically just shows that it's deeply negative to delay the first few years. And in fact, almost the first 15, 16 years, you're going to be better off taking Social Security or taking it early, because there's that, you're just giving up money at first. And it's not until about 15, 16 that the rate of return turns negative, 15, 16 years. And it's really not until you get into 25, 30 years that your internal rate of return starts to get good, that 6, 7, 8, 9%. So at that point, if you expect to live that long, delaying becomes much more attractive. But anyways, this is a far more nuanced and better way of looking at it. If all you're looking at is that break-even age, you're just missing a lot of factors, and it's going to overly weight you towards taking that towards delaying that Social Security, when that may not actually be the most advantageous thing for your situation. So hope you found this video helpful. Always encourage you to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and if you want more information, lots of good stuff on my blog and at the Sophos Wealth Management website. Thanks a lot for tuning in.